Hi friends, it's Terry Knickerbocker here on a Friday afternoon here at TK Studio, and I want to share with you what's on my mind right now and what I'm seeing a lot of. I had a student recently in class, a wonderful student, full of life, full of sparkle, full of talent, and she auditioned for a reading and she got it. And I'm happy for her, I really am. It's great, she deserves it. But she made the decision to leave class for that reading. And that made me sad and concerned. And I see that kind of thing all the time. It really comes down to what is success? And is success a line on your resume or money in the bank because you did a paying job on something? Or is success something more long-term that you can be able to say, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm a really good actor. And how did I get to become a really good actor? I trained, because that's what all the best actors do. A lot of people are operating out of fear these days. Scared of what if, oh, it's pilot season, or I got to go to a party, or I got to audition for this thing. I got to hustle, hustle, hustle. And you definitely have to hustle. This is a hard business. I get it. It really is. But to me, the biggest investment that you can make in your talent, and I see this in all the very best actors that we have, is to train, to give yourself a foundation, to give yourself a craft, to really honor your talent and invest in your talent, and to make choices out of love rather than out of fear. When I trained, back in the Stone Age, we didn't think twice about spending time training. I went to NYU for 4 years. I got out, great education, great teachers, great classmates, and I wasn't able to do consistent work. My work was sometimes okay and sometimes not so okay. And then I saw this wonderful actor doing some work. I was like, oh my God, I want to be able to do work like you. And I was working backstage, so I saw them every night. I said, how'd you do that? I said, well, I learned the Meisner technique from this guy, William Esper. I said, great, that looks good. Let me go talk to him. And he said, yeah, it's a 2-year program. Another 2 years on top of the 4. But I want it to be good. And I said, well, where am I going to start? As a graduate of NYU, he said, at the beginning. Which was a bit of a blow to my ego, I must say. But he was right, because everybody starts this work in the beginning, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. That's a lot of training, but I left going, I know what I'm doing. And that's what I want for you people. These days, a lot of people say, I want to train, but can I do it in a weekend? Do you have a month-long workshop? I can't take myself out of the business. By the way, those people will book jobs, but what kind of career will they have? What will their body of work look like 20 years from now? This is a long game. I urge you to really rethink what your goals are. When I meet actors, and that's how we do it here, we meet them, we want to see who they are and whether we're a good fit for them at my studio and whether we're a good fit for them and they're a good fit for us. The question I ask a lot is, well, what are your goals? And the answer that I get literally about 90% of the time is, I want to be a working actor. And they think that's a really worthy goal. They're proud of that goal. But I'll tell you, I get sad when I hear that goal, a little bit, because it means what they're saying is they want to feel legitimate and they want to have their paycheck come from SAG-AFTRA or equity as opposed to babysitting or Starbucks. Because a lot of people expect people to fail. You run into someone and you haven't seen them in a while and they're going to say, oh, are you still acting? Because they're waiting for you to fail. So to be able to say, I'm not a failure, I pay my rent with my acting money, that might feel like success. But I don't think that's what success is. I think success is being able to do something really well. And Of course, if you do something really well, you will have a career because people need good actors. So I'd say focus on being good and the career will come rather than focus on the career. And in that case, take inventory of where you're at. Are you capable, if you got cast tomorrow, of playing that really tough part that you'd love to play? Can you do it? Or would something not quite work and someone else will get the part? If that's the case, get some training. Get solid. Invest in yourself. And that to me is true success, to be able to say, I know what I'm doing. I really know what I'm doing. I want to make sure that you can handle anything a director throws at you or anything a writer throws at you. And training gives you range. It gives you the ability to play all kinds of parts, not just the parts you'd likely be cast in, because that's how they're going to see you. They're going to look at you and they're going to go, oh, I know what box he fits in. And they're going to put you in that box for a while until you can bust out of it. Training gives you the opportunity to play all kinds of parts. So range. Training is going to give you confidence because it won't be whether or not the series, the pilot sells. It won't be whether someone likes your audition. You'll be able to stay in it for a while and keep practicing and keep failing, and the failure won't cost you anything. It's not going to cost you your career. It's not going to cost you a job. It's not going to make an agent drop you. So in the safety of a great conservatory, you can fail and learn until you get better, and it gives you a craft. Training is going to give you a craft, and the craft is going to be the foundation, the rock upon which you're going to build your whole career as an artist. And I think that's a really worthwhile investment.